If you haven't had an opportunity to watch the mid-season finale of Arrow, stop listening now. Major spoilers, here we go. Tonight's episode was called The Climb. Laura is surprised when her father shows up with a special Christmas gift, her mother. I'm not even going to go that route. I'm not going to read the description of the... Forget that. Something happened tonight. Oliver Queen is dead. He was stabbed in the chest by Raja Ghul. Yeah, Raja Ghul, he finally showed up on the show, I guess officially, to where, you know, you get to actually see him in action, hear him talk for more than, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds. Like, he was really powerful tonight. He had like a workout routine that I think that was inspired by Bane. Because he had the same, it looks like he looks fat, but he's actually like really built and chiseled in the inside, in the interior of the gut. And his back was really, really good, you know, shoulders real strong. And what I really loved about the Raza Ghul situation, you know, how they explained how badass this dude is, okay? All right, it says 67 years since his last trial by combat. He was 11 years old when he first killed, and he was just kind of cool, calm, and collective. Like, no matter what Oliver Queen said to this dude, nothing fazed him. Like, he knew he was going to win tonight. I think pretty much everybody knew he was going to win tonight. I didn't think... And I'm really surprised by tonight. I did not think that CW would go that route. I didn't think that DC Comics would go that route. I didn't think the writers of Arrow would go that route to where Oliver Queen would be stabbed. Now, here's my thing, man. The location where Oliver Queen was stabbed. I don't know how he's going to survive that. I don't know how the hell they're going to explain that. Either he dropped down, you know, the mountain and landed on some sort of special flower. Or, you know, landing on the code with his bare chest, and his bare back, and then, you know, maybe the blood, you know, freezes, and then the wound. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. And here's the thing: I don't know how long he's gonna be laying on his back inside that snow. So, is he gonna need, you know, skin grafts, you know, hypothermia? I mean, you name it. There's something's gonna have to be affected by this. Now, the only thing that I can think of is that Captain Jack Harkness is going to rescue him. Because this thing was all set up by Captain Jack Harkness. And you guys know who I'm talking about when I say that. And at the end of the episode, it was showing you, you know, when the Arrow returns on January 21st or something like that. It was like Oliver Queen is dead, and then all of a sudden you see someone step, you know, into the scene where Oliver Queen is laid on his back as he fell down the cliff and down the mountain, and then he's laying there, you know, dying or dead. So someone rescues him. I don't know if it's going to be Captain Jack Harkness, or could it be Thea? Could it be anybody? I don't know, but that's going to be very interesting, man. Tonight's episode featured the word Omega, the Smallville Omega, if you understand what I'm talking about. And instead of like a Mark of the Beast type situation, they had it more grounded. Omega is like a lethal Agent Orange, chemical agent, whatever you want to call it. It's that sort of Omega. And it had its origins inside of China, and then they brought it into, you know, Star City and all that good stuff. Let me see. We found out tonight that Thea was controlled by a mind-control drug called Vatura, and she was the one that actually killed Black Canary. So that's going to be very interesting going forward to see how Laurel Lance deals with that, because tonight Thea was visiting her mother's grave, and then Laura was at her sister's grave, and then she told Thea, you know, that you know, she's dead, that Sara's dead. And they hugged each other, and they shared a moment, so that's going to be trippy. Really, really trippy. I'm going to save the Ray Palmer stuff until the next episode or next podcast for this finale, because I want to talk about that for probably about a good amount of time. I don't know how long, but it's going to be a long, long podcast. I will say that. Let me see. Tonight's episode was It felt rushed. It did. The season finale felt rushed, especially coming from an explosive episode of Arrow with the, you know, Flash versus the Arrow. I think they should have done the season finale with the Flash versus Arrow. I will say that, because after tonight, I was just like, what the hell was that? We're back to damn season 1, season 2. We're back to that same Arrow crap. So, tonight they mentioned the Demon's Head, which is Ra's al Ghul. You know, kneel before the Demon's Head, bow before the Demon's Head. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. China Black, or China White, whatever you want to call it. I think it's China White. She's back. I didn't see Michael Jai White. I didn't see his Michael Jai White, his character, Bronze Tiger Bronze, whatever the hell the dude's name is. I didn't see him tonight. What was kind of interesting is that Mazio is now Sarab, and the reason for that, I guess, is because China killed Tatsu, you know, Mazio's wife, which is very, very interesting, man. That's really interesting. I had no clue that she did that, but they showed that tonight and kind of verified it with a sword fight. Oliver Queen told Felicity that he loves her, which is kind of unnecessary because the Flash last week told Iris that he loved her, and whatever. I guess if you're into that soap opera bullshit, but yeah, whatever. Another thing that was cool, man, is that, you know, you get 12 hours to settle your affairs before you fight Ra's al Ghul, or before you go to a trial by combat and have to, I guess, fight inside of a trial by combat. That was pretty cool. Tonight's Laurel Lance, her mother returned. Her father still doesn't know that Sara's dead, but Laura's mother pushes Laurel Lance to take on the role of Black Canary. She said, seek revenge, kill them all, death to anybody that killed your sister. And that was pretty interesting, man. Overall, man, I give the episode, man, I gotta give it 6 out of 10 stars. I thought it was rushed. It was just a really bad episode, man. But as far as the fight scene, you got about 2 minutes of Ra's al Ghul versus Arrow. There's really nothing else I can say about it, guys. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm done.